to have my first quarter exam, my second quarter exam in Bible. So okay, so the first question. Kindly retell what happened and why the Israelites were defeated by the eye. So there, where in early morning, God talked with Joshua and said, Joshua, I am Lord. And then he said, and look over there, that is the next land I will be giving to you. And also take the land of the Egyptians, but the people of Jericho, but don't take anything from the people of Jericho, but just conquer the eye. So then, and then they did what God said, and then so they were going to fight Ai, but first Joshua sent one spy to look at Ai, and the spy came back and said, Lord Joshua, the Ai is just not so many, we could defeat them. Example, the Ai is just 100, but Joshua gathered all the Israelites. The Ai is 100, and then the Israelite is 120. It's just like an example. But then they were defeated by the Ai, even though the Ai is lesser than the Israelites. And then Joshua talked to God and said, Lord God, why Lord, why did you let us lose? And then he said, because I told you not to take anything from the land of Jericho, but your Israelites steal something from Jericho, and that's why I let you defeat them. That's how they were defeated by the Ai. How did God's guidance them resolve it? This is how they resolved it. God said, take everything from them. Take everyone from them, their family and everything from them. If no one said they got they are the one who hid it. Take it one by one, everyone, he said. So then Joshua did that, and so take them one by one, the Levites, and all, and then Achan's family, but the others are old. And then Achan's family were left, and then he said, and then Achan said, "Oh, please, it is me who did it. It is me who did it, and please, it is me who did it, and please don't kill the others." And then Achan did not tell it yet, and then they take his son, his daughter, and then he said, "Oh, please, it is, don't take anything of my family. It is under the ground of my tent," he said. And then they took it. And then next, while they were fighting the eye, they won now because they followed God. That's how they resolved, with God's guidance, they resolved it. Next. Okay, next question. Have you ever lied? Why? If yes, and what happened? Why do you think God despises lying? Okay, first, have you ever lied? Yes. If yes, then what? Oh, this is how it happened. First, we have a prayer meeting, and then I got up to the stairs and to dress. And when I will dress, I dressed something, and then when Mimi knocked, she knocked at the door, and then she saw me dressed, but then I hid at the door, and then take off my dress. And then she said, "Why did you take off the dress? And then why did you put it on the ground?" And then I said, "No, I did not put it on the ground. It was really there," she said. I said, and then Mimi said, "No, I see you dressed already." And then she said, "Why did you lie?" And then that's it. And then next, why do you think God despises lying? Why do you think God despises lying? Cause lying isn't bad, and not telling the truth, and you are not following to one. And God doesn't despise lying, because despise lying because he that's why we lie, is to hide something from someone, like like Achan did, or you can just do this thing, but you did it. That's how lie starts. And God doesn't want lying, because you are not following, and that is sin. And that's all. Next. describe how the Israelites, with Joshua's leadership, conquered the kings and their. Oh, I'll tell you how. Because Joshua did not stop. They were like a lightning that struck to the one place into another like that. And God did it because Joshua did it because the Lord was with them. And Joshua followed God. That's how they did it. And fourth, do you believe God kept His promises with the Israelites? Have you experienced it too? Can you share it with us? Yes, God kept His promise. Once He said to Moses that He will give them the land of promise. He kept it. He just wanted to see from you patience, and He knows when to give it if He wanted to, and He knows if that is right for you. And I know that God kept His promise because He said, and then and He kept His promise because He said He will give the Israelites the land of promise and all the lands over there. And yes, He did keep His promise. Even to Caleb, He kept His promise. Now, have you experienced it too? I guess. Oh yes, because one time I wanted to have a new books. And then I prayed to God. And then we just wait. And then the delivery came, and then there's no books. That's it. Next, the fifth question. Please recite at least 3 verses we had for this quarter. Okay. So first, Joshua 1. Romans 1:16. For I am not ashamed of the power of Christ. Wait. For I am not ashamed of the gospel. For I am not ashamed of the gospel of Christ. For it is the power of God unto salvation to everyone that believeth, to the Jew first, and also to the Greek. Romans 1:16. Next, Joshua chapter 6 verse 27. So the Lord God of Israel So the Lord was with Joshua, and his fame was noised throughout the country. Joshua chapter 6 verse 27. Next. forgot the verse, but I remember. I forgot. Joshua chapter. I forgot, but this is the verse. And all these kings and their land did Joshua take one at a time, because the Lord God of Israel fought for Israel. Joshua chapter, I forgot. That's all.